This is Bill from Line Offroad. Today I'm going to be installing a set of Auxito high beam LED headlight bulbs in my 2020 Toyota 4Runner. I'm really excited about getting these installed. I already have a set of Auxito's low beam lights in my 4Runner. Love those. The output is so much better than stock halogen. I love them so much, Auxito decided to send me a set of their high beams now to install. Really looking forward to installing those. And you have to ask yourself, why are LED lights so much better than halogens? Well, there's a couple reasons. One of which is halogens, lights measured in kelvins. Halogens measure somewhere in the 3,000 to 3,500 kelvins. Again, you're going to get a yellowish tint with those lights in that color temperature range. But with these LEDs from Auxito, they measure around 6,500 kelvins, which the important part about that is that 6,500 closely resembles that of natural sunlight. So when you're trying to drive and trying to identify things at nighttime while you're driving, your eyes are going to be able to do that much more easily because they're used to seeing things in natural sunlight. So when you can mimic natural sunlight with your headlights, it's going to really help while you're driving. It's going to make it safer for you while you're driving. All right, here is the box, and I've tried to set a camera up so you could easily see what's inside the box here. Packaged really well, like the other headlights were that I received from Auxito. Let's go ahead and cut this open and see what we got in here. And like I said, I kind of know what to expect in this box because I've already received some Auxito headlights, and I really enjoy using those. They're excellent lights. So I kind of know what to expect out of here. Packaged really well. First thing you're going to notice, some gloves. I don't really use these. You don't want to get your fingers on the bulb part, so they enclose some gloves just to kind of help keep your fingers away from there, and so you don't get any oils transfer from your fingers to the bulb. But I don't really need those. As long as you hold on to the base of the bulb, you're fine. So I'm going to put these aside for now. You also have a couple of zip ties and some O-rings, as well as a little Allen key. Let's see what that's for. Put those aside. Your instructions are here. And here are the bulbs themselves. Now I'll pull one out. You'll see the base of the bulb. Now the good thing about these bulbs is that they are from a size perspective, almost identical to your standard halogen bulbs that you'll take out of your vehicle. So from a size perspective, they're going to fit in the housing perfectly. And it's also going to help with regard to how the light reflects inside your housing and transmits the light. So here is which I think is a relay here that helps regulate the voltage so you don't have any issues with your voltage in your vehicle and throwing up all kinds of warning lights. And this is the plug and play. It plugs right into your existing harness in your vehicle. And again, this is a maybe 10-minute job, if not 5 minutes. So here's what you have in the box. Now what Auxito also gave me is a canvas, which is used oftentimes to help with flicker, LED flicker. These are 99% of the vehicles on the road do not experience flicker with these particular lights from Auxito. They sent me a canvas anyway, just to help regulate the voltage further, to help reduce or eliminate flicker. All vehicles are going to have flicker. You just don't notice it. But I don't think I'm going to have that issue with these particular lights, so I'm going to set this aside as well for now. And all we're going to do is really going to install these, and we're going to see how they work. Okay, we're going to start here in the passenger side. It's a little bit easier to see because you don't have the interference. The battery's not in your way, so you have a little bit easier to see here. Now, I know it's dark, but I have a flashlight here I want to show you. In the 4Runner, you have a couple of wiring harnesses that are right here in front of you. Over here to the side here is the dust cover for where the low beams went. So you don't have to worry about that. That is where the low beams are, behind this dust cover. The high beams are right here. There's a silver wiring harness or clip, and then a black clip. The black clip is for the high beams. So you can see where my finger's pointed. That is where the high beams are. Now to get these off, it's very simple. Just an 1/8 of an inch turn counterclockwise. Here, click, it releases, and out comes the bulb. That's all it is to it. There is the halogen bulb. Now to get these disconnected, some people think you almost need 3 hands, but it's really kind of easy. There's a tab here, just press that down, and the bulb just pops right out. Here is the old halogen bulb. Now let me compare that to the Auxito LED bulb, and you can see it's essentially a 1-for-1 comparison in terms of size of the bulb. All right, very, very close. What you'll notice the differences are, however, is the Auxito bulb has a wiring harness. It has a relay in the middle, like I mentioned earlier, and on the bottom of it here has a cooling fan and a base that is a little bit larger than the one you'll find on the halogen bulb. Now what you'll also notice here, when you reinsert this, are 3 tabs here on the base. That makes it so that you only can put this into the housing one way. Very simple, very, very simple. So what we're going to first do is connect the wiring harness here with the wiring harness from your vehicle. There is no polarity issues here. It is plug and play. You don't have to worry about left or right. Here a click, now you're connected. Now, there is, again, extra wires here, but it's no big deal because we do have some zip ties that we're going to use. So to reinsert this, again, it's only going to go one way. Find those tabs are going to find their place, and then once they're in, rotate it 1/8 of a turn clockwise, and we're in. That's all there is to it. Again, other than the zip ties on the wires themselves, this is done. Now we get to move to the driver's side. Well, here we are on the driver's side now. You can see the battery here is kind of in the way, but if you use your flashlight, you can see the same wiring harness here. You can see right here next to my fingers. All right. It's the same 1/8 of a turn, counterclockwise, and the bulb pops right out. Go ahead and disconnect this bulb, just like that. Again, here's the LED from Auxito, same as the other, and they are not specific to left or right either, so it doesn't matter. This one I'm going to go ahead and mount in the housing before I connect the wiring harness. There we go. In and ready to plug up. Plug. Ready to go. Again, other than cleaning up the wires now with the zip ties, it's all good to go. Now we get to take a drive and see how they look. All right, go out for a spin here to see how they look. Right now, this is just the low beams now. Once we get past this car, I'm gonna go down a dirt road here that's fairly remote and should not have any issues with any other light sources down this road. So I'm going to show you just how bright these are. Again, this is just from the Auxito low beam lights that I installed a couple of months ago. And I live in a fairly rural area. Actually a bear that lives around here. Maybe we'll get a shot at seeing the bear. Who knows? Let's turn the bright lights on and you'll see the difference. It's incredible how much brighter these are than the halogens. Absolutely incredible. I don't know that the pictures in the video do it justice really, but just how bright they really are. Again, low beams only, and there are the high beams. I'm looking at the camera now and I don't know that it shows a whole lot. It shows as well as these things light up. In fact, if you look in the thumbnail above here, you can see where those that picture there is with the halogen bulbs. A couple deer. Told you I was in a pretty rural area. Anyway, that picture I showed you, the thumbnail above, is just that's the halogen high beams. That you can hardly see them. So this is the high beams LED from Auxito. Well, there you have it, folks. Awesome products, as you can see from the video. Very, very bright. These LEDs from Auxito, awesome products. And I like them just as much, if not more, than the low beams they sent me a couple of months ago. Fantastic products. So much brighter than your standard OEM halogens, which again give off this orangey glow because of this. They're about 3,500 kelvins. These are 6,500 kelvins. Again, they mimic natural sunlight, so your eyes are able to identify objects much more quickly. So again, if you're in the market for upgrading your stock halogen bulbs in your vehicle, give Auxito a look. They're fantastic products. I guarantee you'll be happy. If you like this video, hit the like button. Also subscribe. I appreciate you watching. Sincerely, it's Bill from Line Offroad, and we'll see you on the trail.